Hi, Joy Olson here, Blockbuster Fundraising. Say, we're talking about spring cleaning since this is the week that spring 2018 begins. Oh, happy day. So, spring is finally here, and after the winter that many of you have had, it's about time, right? And spring is the time for new beginnings, and it's a time to clean up, you throw old stuff out, and you make room for improvements. Well, I've been looking for some great tips for you to inspire spring cleaning for your fundraising projects, and I found this from Anne Green. She does a lot of great blogs, but she says that many of you may take on, spring cleaning projects in your home. And of course, as I have done this past weekend, I got in and was really revamping my closets. But what's important is, what can you do now at your fundraising office with your fundraising plans and projects? What can you do now to really make a big difference? And Anne says, number one, clean up your mailing list. And I couldn't agree more. She said, did you have an influx of address changes, returned mail, and bounced emails after you sent your year-end appeal, or perhaps your Valentine's Day appeal? Well, now is a good time. You better make sure it's a good time to clean up and update both your direct mail and email mailing lists. All right? And I would add to that, remember this spring to really promote getting emails. Add to your email mailing list. All right. Secondly, update and improve your donor database. Your donor database is an important tool. It's probably your most important tool, and it needs to be up to date and filled with accurate, up-to-date information about your donors. Hey, your database isn't just a place to keep addresses and gift amounts. Use it. Use it to its full potential. Segment your donors, for heaven's sakes, and record any personal information, such as conversations you've had with the donor and their areas of interest. All right? Okay. Well, there are some really great tips. I'm going to try to remember to give you a link to 6 quick tips to clean up your donor database and keep it humming. So hopefully I remember when I remember to do that. But if I don't, remind me and I'll send you that link. So Anne's advice is, and I reiterate this, don't cut corners when it comes to data entry and managing your data, okay? And she also wrote, Anne, 8 tips to strengthen your database to help build a strong database, and I'm going to remember to include that also. Here's a really good goal for 2018 and for spring. And if you can't do that this year, start getting in the budget for next year. Invest in a good database. Of course, that's if you don't already have one. And so you're probably going to have to look for more information to help you find a database that's right for you. And there are many reports that will really help you with that, and to go through the competition and to figure out who's the best for you, and also what is affordable in your budget. Okay, next step, spring cleaning. Get in touch with your lapsed donors. Hopefully you worked a little bit on that on Valentine's mailing. But as you go through your database, you're going to notice donors that didn't donate in 2017. Reach out to them. Maybe they were just too busy to donate at the end of the year. So send these donors a personalized letter or email. Let them know you miss them and you want them back. And so you're going to want to go back at least a couple of years, but make sure that you definitely go back a year right now this spring and come at them with a fresh spring perspective of inviting them back. You don't want to lose them, okay? Some of your donors that haven't donated for a long time, you probably really should think about purging certain donors. There's really no point in just keeping them. But the other donors, devise a plan to get them back. Okay, next tip for spring cleaning. Get ready with gusto and excitement for your next mailing. Don't wait until right up before your next mailing to clean up your data and your donor data. Even though I know it's tedious, have someone who's familiar with your donors, and that should be you, development director. Go through your mailing list and database to see if you need to make any addition, changes, and deletions. And of course, for the larger shops, hopefully you have a great assistant, a membership director that really will help you sit down and go through this together. Be meticulous. No donor wants to see his or her name misspelled, or be addressed as Mrs. when she prefers Miss, or receive 3 mailings because you have duplicate records. Oh, wow. Sometimes when you come into an organization and you're a new development director, it seems like you get the most calls from people that are wanting to help you be more efficient and save money, and say, I received 2 or 3 of these, letters from you. They don't call them direct mail pieces, but clean up your act. Okay, getting your mailing list and database in order is critical if you're planning a spring event or a spring appeal, and hopefully you are. So you really want to make a spring relationship building season. Doesn't that sound good? So even if you aren't planning a spring fundraising drive or an event, this is a good time to continue to build relationships. Plan to mail a thank you postcard or a short update. Mail is generally better than email because your donors are more likely to see your message. But if your budget doesn't allow it or time doesn't allow it, send something by email. Either way, you want all your donor info in tip-top shape. You always want it in tip-top shape. So take the time right now. So, and this is a perfect time. Take advantage of your time between campaigns and tackle your donor data. Best spring tip, spring cleaning, spring fundraising action points that you could do right now. Okay, Joy Olson here, Blockbuster Fundraising. Find out a lot more at joyolsongroup.com, blockbusterfundraising.com. Hundreds, I think over 300 free video fundraising tips on our YouTube channel. And Tuesdays, we go live with new information, inspirational fundraising tips just for you. Fundraising inspiration right around the corner. That's Tuesdays, 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Thank you. Happy spring cleaning. Bye-bye.